All right, ladies. Y'all really be reaching for some shit just to say, yeah, I need the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. Because I don't know what language that is, but they have pictures of a baby in a dumpster. And she responded, this chick, Christina, whatever, how do you spell her name? This is just one good reason why I'm pro choice. Abortion will be much better than continuing to see babies left in ugly places because they're unwanted. Ah, and I am pro let the man just walk away because that's a lot better than him staying and inflicting cancerous mindsets into his child because he doesn't want it, or abusing the child and the mother, or at some point trying to kill her to get off child support. It's just a lot better to just let him walk away after he makes a child. It's the same reasoning. She might leave her baby in the dumpster, so let her kill it. He might kill them, so let him leave. What's the difference? And I actually tweeted, that's cool, but if y'all got abortion, then I want to be able to just walk away. No sense of having single, oh damn, I put singles, but single mothers on welfare. And I'm pretty sure somebody brought up adoption because she said, but there's already so many kids in adoption centers and some being treated poorly in foster homes. That why not just end a life even before? That is such terrible logic. Why not just end the life before it begins? Okay, so if I say I ain't fucking taking care of it, and if you put me on child support, I'll just quit my job. So we'll all be poor. Isn't that the same logic? Can I just force a woman to get an abortion based on that? I'll quit my job because I'm going to be poor anyway. If I knock up a chick who has absolutely no money, or about the same amount of money I do, half of my check every week is going to be gone, and I will have the equivalent of minimum wage. So at that point, I might as well just quit my job and do handy shit on the side. So why don't we just have her get an abortion because the dude is broke or doesn't want to be there? The world is horrible. This baby was thrown in the trash can. We have been better off aborted before being fully developed than to suffocate and die in a trash can if the baby was never found. Are you trolling right now? Is she trolling? Because that's how I feel. Like, how do you know for a fact that they would have been better off aborted? How do you know? And we have yet to see anybody bring up the fact that some chick threw her baby in the trash can. That's passive aggressive murder. Like, and we're just ignoring that. We always ignore that shit when this comes up. Anytime we talk about a situation like this, we always ignore the fact that she tried to kill it post pregnancy, post birth. I knew a kid in middle school who was in foster care. He was about to change homes and schools, and he cried all day because this was the first school he liked and didn't get made fun of. And you know what? Why not just kill him then? Put him out of his misery. I was in foster care, and by my junior year of high school, I had been to 10 different schools. People that tout adoption and foster care are full of shit. Not to mention how it's just a system that abuses the kids all over again. I support the right to choose. Fine. You can support the right to choose, but can I choose as well? Can I choose just to get the fuck out of here? You do realize abortion babies end up in bins too, right? Yes, but they're fetuses. Haven't taken a single breath of air on their own. They aren't fully developed. What's your point? What is the idea of it's not fully developed, therefore just kill it? Like, what does it matter? What does it matter? And don't know. And please don't think I am like pro life or some shit like that. I just want the same thing on my end. If you get to adopt, get out of parenthood, so should I. That's all I'm saying. If you want to kill a baby, kill it. But at the same time, I should be able to be like, yeah, you're on your own. Adios. Get out. I'm out. Also, aren't fully developed. Like a baby that's been born isn't fully developed either. They can't survive on their own. A baby is fully developed. It has limbs, eyes, various things that fetus does not have because it's literally smaller than an almond. A clump of cells, if we really want to argue about killing a life, we could argue about swatting flies or stomping on ants. What the fuck does that even have to do? Human life is more valuable than flies. No, it's not. It's more valuable than humans, but it's not more valuable than who else? What else? This earth could do pretty well without us. Other animals could do pretty well without us. The earth does not need humans. You literally staying my point. I think she meant stating. Because I said a fetus, not a baby, which is when abortion takes place. I don't know why people have the vision of abortion happening at 7 months. No one does that. No one? You may say a small amount, but it's not no one. No one wants that. A fetus has no deception of anything, whereas flies and ants do. What scientific evidence do you have where a fetus has no deception of anything? What evidence do you have? A man arguing with a woman on this. I cannot. Ladies, I'm sick of this shit. I'm so tired of it. So y'all really just allow men to walk around and do whatever they want as long as they're not inflicting harm on women? Do y'all really do that? Or aren't men being censored simply for the jokes that they tell when you can easily just stay out of the area? Let's stop this whole I can't understand men why y'all want to debate us on this. Like, stop. And again, you say this, but when it comes down to it, you will ask a man to sign a petition in favor of you. If you're in trouble, you will ask a man to help you. I'm sick of this, yo. If you really want men to stay out your business, actually be real about it. Go all these homes where women are struggling and they have kids and all that shit. Make sure that you say we're only going to take resources from other women, and that's how they're going to live. We're only going to take taxes from other women, and that's how they're going to get their welfare. Make sure you live up the same hype, the same energy when it comes to situations like that. Not just when it benefits you. Exactly, girl. They tell a woman to do with her body. They can keep their opinions to themselves. Yeah, we can keep our money to ourselves also. What if my girlfriend wants to abort? Yeah, it's her body. Her body going through changes you can't imagine. Her body going through the pain of labor. Her appetite that changes. Her lifestyle that changes. Her whole life changes. It all lands on her. So it should be her choice. You ain't the one carrying the baby for 9 months and giving birth to it. Okay. And I won't be the one helping you for the next however long. Because I don't give a fuck. And it's not my responsibility. It's right. Your body, your problem. You don't own her. Who the fuck said that he does? Let that queen do as she pleases. And you better support her or I will. How the fuck is that a threat? Or I will do your job. Fine, go ahead. For free. Awesome. People who are okay with putting kids into foster care or adoption centers have no idea what it's like, what kind of fucked up shit happens there. Funny thing is, they don't care at all. Okay? You're right, I don't care at all. And I don't care about the baby she's pregnant with either. I don't care if she does go through it and give birth to it. So, no, I don't think that welfare should be an option. I don't think public housing should be an option simply because you have kids. I don't think anything that people get after once they've had a child, I don't think they should have access to it. I don't think you should be able to just go to Planned Parenthood or anywhere for free and get free shit because you're pregnant. You're right, I don't care and it's not my problem. Can we move on with this? Yeah, you can get an abortion on your own, but you can also have that baby on your fucking own. I am totally with your choice, but I'm with my choice as well. Actually, you could simply not get pregnant. Why haven't you thought of that? There's not a 100% way of preventing pregnancy, though, and people aren't going to just stop having sex. So, okay, have sex, but know your consequences. The fuck they got to do with everybody else? People should try all the 100% existing ways. Surely one would work otherwise, then one should zip up until they are ready to show their responsibility if it comes up so they don't end up dumping human beings who didn't actually born. Period. Girl, you got me dead as fuck. I think people forget that contraceptives can fail as anything else. I know people who went through surgical procedures to get the tube side to endure pregnancy don't happen and still get pregnant. People want to be pro-life but don't want to help take care of that life. Why the fuck does that even matter? I have to be willing to take care of the life for you to have it. But yet you can have it and still force me to take it. By this logic, that means if a woman is struggling and gets pregnant and has the baby, she can't act for anything. You do understand that. And again, I understand for all of you who are going to bring up rape, because that I was actually watching an episode of Empire, and they were talking about this. And classically, she brought up, "Oh, what if nobody cares about that little girl who gets raped by her uncle and she needs an abortion?" Like, okay, first of all, how many abortions are performed on rape victims every year? First of all, and secondly, y'all do realize that with this logic, that same little girl, sometimes people who get raped actually do go through with the pregnancy because they want to. I know that's shocking as hell that people can think differently than you, but they actually do go through with it. But then that also means that whether you are raped or not, that all these single mothers who are on welfare, we should cut them off because it's not our problem. And we didn't do anything to cause this. Because it's not our issue. It's not our situation. So why the fuck would we care? I don't have a say so. I don't have a dime. Right? Welfare is a form of insurance. But insurance get to tell you what to do if it's going to insure you. All insurance does. I honestly believe that if you're pro-life but you aren't out here adopting every parentless child you can find and providing them a better life, why are you in anyone else's decision on what they do with their body and fetus growing inside? Because it's about control and imposing their religious belief into law everyone must follow. They don't give a shit about fetuses or kids. It's about getting a Christian Taliban in place. Well, I'm an atheist, so what religion do I have to promote? Again, I just want the same choices you do. You want to kill it? Kill it. But, yeah, I should be able to kill the strings that are attached. We shame women for this. Is the last one. We shame women for getting pregnant and being single moms, and shame them for having abortions. They carry babies they don't want to please society. Being pro-abortion doesn't mean anti-life. We are pro-choice or abortion because we value life. All this could have been avoided. You mean if she didn't get pregnant at all? Ladies, just listen. Y'all logic is absolutely horrible. All right, because y'all don't want to just own up to a lot of shit, and that's usually what happens when people do that. But just say, look, we want the right to say we want to sleep with who we want to sleep with, because honestly, if you go back to the original system with like arranged marriages, this wouldn't be an issue. All right. But of course, we're going to go to, oh, but then those husbands just rape their wives and shit, because that was a massive problem during these times. Not saying it wasn't a problem at all, but apparently it was. Every marriage ever was like the husband just raped the fucking wife and mistreated her, and that's how it was apparently. But how many abortions did we have in that era? It wasn't documented that it was. Could have just been not documented, granted. But it also, we didn't have the problems we have now. We keep wanting to do things like this, where everybody just frivolously goes and does whatever they want, and then now it's just okay. Now we have to solve the issue. Why not prevent the issue? Why? A lot of you are so caught up on I can do what I want, I can fuck who I want, I can do blah 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 blah. And then yet when this happens, all of a sudden, it's almost it's a victim mindset. This shit is absolutely terrible. It's like just stop doing this. Just stop, and this won't be an issue. Be right. I'm not positive. I'm out.